Aloha, everybody, and welcome. Let's see, I have a special banner just for today. 1 year on TarotTube. Woo woo! Let's go back. Oh, you guys have been chatting up a storm over here. Okay. First one in was Jamie Kelly, of course. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love ya. Nancy, Akron's Intuition. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Okay, I can't do kisses for everybody. Hi, Selkie. And Kristen Louise. And Antoinette. Aloha. And Debbie, Aquarius Al. Maria, Lady Knight of Avalon. Patrice. Wow, a lot of people already here. Thank you. Thank you. Mendy. Hi, Mendy. Oh, you can't stay. You got to pick up the boy child from school. I get it. My boy child just went to school. So. And let's see. Oh, Justin Michaels. Sage Advice Tarot. Hi, Amy. Let's see. I think I said hi to everybody. If I missed you, hello. So, Betsy was not able to make it today. She had agreed to do a babysitting gig. So I decided to say, hey, let's celebrate my 1 year on TarotTube. So one thing that really kind of struck home to me is how giving all of you are. And I just wanted to go, I have a couple piles here of decks that over the year have been gifted to me by this lovely community. First one I want to talk about, because I just did the interview with Lisa last week, was the Mermaid Tarot. And I'm sorry, I can't remember exactly who gave this to me. It was a gift through the Wish Witches group on Facebook. I just went through this last week, so I'm not going to go through it again. So let's see. Oh, here's one. This one was an amazing gift from Jamie Kelly. Oh, hi, Neem. And that is the Rosetta. This is number 365 out of 777. So the funny thing about this deck is the first copy I got was not cut quite right. And so I contacted MJ, and she just sent out a replacement deck without box or anything. So I just took the old deck out and put the new deck in with the, what is this? The number card, I guess you'd call it. Hello, Tarot Stash, Gerald. So here is my name in Mayan hieroglyphics, if anyone cares. And then it says very thoth, whatever you want to call it, based. And it is quite a beautiful deck. I'm not going to go through everything. Just a little taste, because I have quite a few decks over here. Jumping straight to the Chariot. Wheel of Fortune. Let's see if I just jump. What kind of reading do we get? Oh, that is quite an interesting take. And the names of the cards are in Mayan hieroglyphics. That's why you get a little cheat sheet, so you can look it up. Oh, fiery energy. Very, very pretty deck. Gorgeous. I agree, Jamie. It was amazing that she put my name in I keep saying Mayan, don't I? Egyptian hieroglyphics. And I ended up buying the book to go along with it. And when I start studying the Thoth, because I have a few Thoth-based decks that I keep wanting to study, but I just never get around to. I don't know. I guess I'm a little intimidated by the system. But this was an amazing gift from two people here, Jamie and Gerald. I did a reading with them to touch in on a past life of theirs they had together, and they were using this deck, and I was like, oh, that's a pretty deck. I don't have it. And next thing I know, they sent it to me. So thank you for that, guys. And this one, I've gotten a lot of use out of. I work this deck hard. Hi, Stephanie. Welcome. So, yeah, of course, Justice is the first one. Justice is my first card, and then High Priestess is my soul card. I think that's how it goes. So this deck is, I mean, they take pieces of pictures to make their own picture, but there's definitely, so you could say it's a photo collage deck, but I mean, that lion is a picture of the desert, but you know, the way that they cut it out and actually added some of their own drawings to it makes it way more than just a photo collage deck, right? And again, let's just jump and see what kind of reading. Oh, you know, keep getting the wheel. The wheel turns again, right? Three of Cups. That's all of you here helping me celebrate. I love this Nine of Cups. This is an interesting Eight of Swords because you have the hand offering another sword, which is different than most versions. This deck is just so special. You know, I agree, Jamie. That Four of Swords is amazing. So yeah, that is the Star Seeker. I need to contact Nikki and see if I can get her on to talk about this deck because I love it. This is one of my workhorses after getting it. Thank you, Kathy. And let's see here. I think I'm going to jump to a bigger one because this was a birthday present from our lovely Neem. Thank you, Neem. Big sis. The one bad thing about this deck, I gotta say, is the last card always gets stuck in there. I know. I need to glue down a piece of ribbon down in there. That'll help. This is quite the beautiful blingy deck here. So, see if I can get that a little closer. There we go. This is another one of my decks that, I don't know, it's amazing how many of the decks that were gifted to me ended up becoming one of my workhorses. I love this deck. I read with it constantly. I'm not going to do any full walkthrough. I'm just giving you a taste of each deck. And then we'll pick one. Maybe do some readings with it. So the funny thing about this being a 1-year anniversary is technically I started my channel, I think like 11 years ago, 10 years ago, something like that. But I never used it for anything. And then the pandemic happened and I got caught up in all the TarotTube lives everywhere. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to start doing my own videos. So I started doing my videos and then started doing my lives. And yeah. And now look at me. Hi, I'm interviewing tech creators. Can't hear, not hear. What? Oh, Neem. You still haven't used it much, huh? Well, that's okay, Neem. I'm putting that one away. I do want to put a ribbon down there, though, because even though there's holes to reach down to get the deck out, somehow there's always one or two cards that's stuck at the bottom, like static electricity stuck. Let's see, what next? What next? Well, this one is a gorgeous deck. Thank you, Jamie. You spoil me. This one, Rochelle, is the Modern Love Tarot by Ethany. And this is another one that, like, I'm like, oh, it's just going to be about love, right? It is so much more. So much more. Okay. So, it's true. I mean, after a few times, it doesn't seem, I guess I always get nerves every time. But people keep asking me, how do you get so-and-so on your channel? How do you get them to come on and get interviewed? Like, when I interviewed Ethany about this deck, everyone's like, you got Ethany? I'm like, yeah, and they're like, well, how? I'm like, I asked. It doesn't hurt to ask. That's the lesson here. Ask. The worst that will happen is they say no. You move on. This deck is so blingy. It is unbelievable. You can see I've been shuffling it a lot already. Exactly, Kristen Elise. If you don't ask, you'll never know. And it goes rapidly, doesn't it? The Eight of Wands. It's like, here's Ethany. I think she was one of my first interviews. Just grabbing my hand and pulling me along. And this deck is Lucy Morningstar was the artist. Let's see the name on here. But I'm pretty sure it is Lucy Morningstar. And she is an incredible artist. I love this artwork. And it's very modern. This is the Strength card. That is gorgeous. Another one of these, like, I wasn't expecting it, and then I get it, and it's like one of my favorites. This one is good for reading. Oh, I love that High Priestess. For many different kinds of readings, but the thing that I do love about this deck is the book is really chunky, and every single card, oh look, here's the High Priestess, the one we just looked at, has multiple write-ups. So it has a write-up for general love meeting, single and loving it, ready for love and dating, committed relationship, struggling relationship, the end. So you get a full 3 pages of information for each card, which is amazing. And it's not just the majors, it's every card has that. Oh, so this was the first card of the deck created, and that is Lucy Morningstar herself moving, in the process of moving, right? Just pausing. So it's that 8 of Cups energy. Moving on, right? Oh, so Lady Kefra says that she loves the Trodex by Emil Moons, Red Simplicity Tarot. Comes with gilded red edges with glittery symbols. So gorgeous. I love it. I gotta admit, I love my little glittery bling stuff. So you can tell a lot of these. You're right, Antoinette. Anthony's decks are like quality, hard card stock. Oh, and Rochelle. Oh, Rochelle. That's exciting. So Rochelle just got her Cosmovisions package. She's opening it all up while she watches. Cool. I hope you enjoy. I like it. Let's see. What should I talk about? Oh, yes, of course. So there was an incident where Simon of the Hermit's Cave was talking about a new deck coming out by my lucky card, or Real, and that was the Pam's Delight. I jumped online to order it and was already gone. Well, Michelle, one of our community members, I don't think she's here, reached out to me via private text saying that she had contacted the creator, Real, and actually had gotten me a copy of the deck. So this was not a gift. I did pay for it, but the fact that I got number 30 out of 30 is pretty cool, considering I didn't think I was even going to get it. And I haven't even used this deck, truthfully, because, I don't know, I almost don't want to use it because I don't want to take away from it. It's mint condition, but this is just the art, no titles, no numbers, and it's gorgeous. I love this version of RWS. Antoinette wants to know if I bought any gems to celebrate the channelversary. It's funny because I actually did. I don't have it with me, but I ended up getting a box with I think like 7 of the skulls in it. So if you're looking, I got it. So I love the simplicity of the art stripped back. No words, I mean, we all know this deck by heart. So we don't really need the titles, do we? So. Aloha, Jackie Jacaranda, welcome. Oh, hi, Jacob. I didn't see you pop in. I love the simplicity and like the fact she came in and really like cleaned up the line work and recolored it. And just this, I don't know, I love this recoloration. Just gives it more depth, and it's one of my favorite cards of all time. And you can really see the snail. But yeah, this is one of my treasures that I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't use it considering how many RWS decks I have. So, and aloha to everyone coming in. If I haven't said hello to you, I'm not ignoring you. Oh, hi, Candy. The thing I do like about this deck that makes me want to use it is that lack of titles, that lack of numbers, where it's just the image. And that's all there is. Which is pretty amazing. Wow, I'm actually trying to get to the bottom of my pile. Okay, it's not too bad. I've been on 20 minutes. So the next one, I can't tell you who gave it to me. They want to remain anonymous. But someone saw I have that deck on me. Well, I'm not seeing it, but during my interview with Julie Kusha-Watts about it's right here, other side. So I did the interview here. Someone reached out to me and said they had a copy of the Ma'at Tarot, and they sent it to me. Number 999 out of 1,000. Let us see this highly coveted deck, shall we? If that noise in the background is the washing machine. Thank you, Candy. So, the Ma'at. Selkie, oh yes. Okay. So I got the True Black as well. I did a unboxing video, I think. Yeah, I did an unboxing video. And after my unboxing video, I saw fingerprints on the cards, and I was like, I can never use this deck. Fingerprints show up too easily. Like if the next time I use it, I need to wear gloves. Who wants to wear gloves in the tropics? So this I just put in order specifically to show you guys. I love this Magician card. The High Priestess. The galaxy there behind her. Empress, the Emperor. I love this Emperor card. High Priest. Okay, this one might need to have a full walkthrough at some point. What I actually want to do is do a side-by-side walkthrough of this with the Journey into Egypt Tarot. So I think a side-by-side just to see where they are similar, where they're different. I love this Chariot card. That is just amazing. And this is a large deck, Stephanie. Aloha, Jezebel. I love this Strength card here. This is just amazing. All the cards in this deck are amazing. Here's the Hermit. The thing that's most amazing about this deck is each one is a oil painting. So she did 78 oil paintings, which is just like, love this Justice card right here. There's a similar Justice card in Journey into Egypt, but she's closed and it's a different angle. The Hanged One, fetus in a shaft of wheat, which is this deck, okay? Death. I love the red in here. Oh God, Temperance. Antoinette asks, what would you primarily use this deck for? I would say, and I don't know, all of her decks feel like good ancestral working decks, you know, like ancestral or like past life kind of stuff. So that's true, Jezebel. You need a huge, either that or a huge table to lay this out on. And I find it interesting that this is the devil card, childbirth. Huh. The tower is actually a volcano. Star. Moon. Oh, That's Julie's face right there. Judgment. And the world. Look at that. She is inside the world and is the world at the same time. Gorgeous. The aces are amazing. The wand. I almost feel like I should just do a full walkthrough of this right now. 2 of wands. You get like a portal into another world here. This deck I've been coveting for, I don't know, probably since it came out. I don't even know. Like this says 2006. So yeah, probably about 15 years I've been wanting this deck. But then it sold out quickly and can't find it anywhere. I need to get the book too. But that at least she has on Lulu. The other thing is, if you are interested in this deck, there's no more of these first editions, but she has this deck on, I think it's Make Playing Cards and, oh, it's the other one, Printer Studio, I think. I think it is on Printer Studio, actually. 7 of Wands. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Yes, Jezebel, it's mocked. Here, I'll show you the box again. Ten of Wands. That is a gorgeous 10 of Wands. All these cards are gorgeous. What am I saying? We have Princess of Wands. Prince of Wands. So that it's just this little baby hand reaching out. Queen of Wands. King of Wands. Oh, there. Put that up so we can see. I love this Ace of Cups. Gorgeous. Wedding goblets for the 2 of Cups. Three of Cups is the Fates. That is very interesting. Four of Cups. Five of Cups. See the cups there. The cat sitting with the cups. And the 2, they're still full, actually have plants growing out of them, right? New growth. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Jamie just put the link to Printer Studio if you want to get this deck. I'm actually, for the first time, I actually kind of want to back up so I have a working copy, and that way I can keep this one pristine. Nine of Cups. I mean, that is gorgeous. Ten of Cups. And now we have Princess of Cups. Prince of Cups. I love that rainbow. Queen of Cups. King of Cups. Oh, of course, looks like Bacchus. Ace of Swords. 2 of Swords. That is interesting how it's a set of shears. Or Lady and Wolf. See, now I want to get the book so I can read the story behind each image. Ooh, that's a little harsh for some people, I'm sure. I love the Four of Swords is the Tundra Man, the guy that was found in the Alps, like perfectly preserved because he'd been frozen for 1,000 years or something. No longer. I think like 5,000 years. You can still see the tattoos on him and everything. Talk about a long rest. Five of Swords. Looks like they're doing a card game. Six of Swords. They're going towards the island. And it's interesting because you actually see the people on the boat in this one. That sky is gorgeous. Seven of Swords. That's just so interesting. Eight of Swords. Very interesting how she has the U.S. flag draped over her head. Nine of Swords. 10 of Swords is Caesar. Princess of Swords. No. She looks like Athena. Prince of Swords. Queen of Swords. I love this King of Swords. Trying to get the least amount of glare. They are glossy, so it's kind of hard. And then our final suit is the coins. So the Ace of Coins in Journey to Egypt looks a lot like this one. Similar. It's like a coin in the ground, like on the ground. Two of Coins. Three of Coins. I love the Four of Coins are these elders in their storehouse, right? Their basement. So they have all their food prepped. And then the Five of Coins, tossing the last of your coins into a wishing well instead of using them. Yes, Neem, these are huge cards. I have to shuffle the deck sideways in order. But I have a few decks like that. I just shuffle them sideways and have no problems. Or I attempt the Ethany corner shuffle. I love this Seven of Coins because you see the fields off in the background, then you see them harvesting, and then you see them baking the bread. Right? It's like the whole cycle. Eight of Coins. He's pausing to pose for the picture. Oh, he's creating a sculpture. I see. All of Julie's decks are big like this. I think they're all about the same size. Even the most recent version of this US Games, the other ones are independently produced, and they're all this size. Ten of Coins. Princess of Coins. Which I actually appreciate the fact that she's older. It actually kind of looks like Julie. The Prince of Coins. Queen of Coins. And finally, the King of Coins, which is a upside down sarcophagus. So, I wasn't planning on doing walkthroughs, but that one kind of needed one, I think. The next one, I don't think I need to do a walkthrough for, because some of you either have it or you've seen the walkthroughs already, right? Why is it called Ma'at? So according to what I understand, it's Ma'at because Ma'at is the, truth, right? So the Ma'at Tarot brings things to light, brings things to the truth. So that's why it's the Ma'at, and why you have the scale of, the feather versus the heart. So, justice. Ma'at is justice. And our final deck so Nancy, a Crohn's Intuition, I believe, is here. She reached out to me after she saw my face when Sandra pulled out her bone stone and earth flesh, and contacted me and said, I have an extra copy. I want to trade it for one of your necklaces. I said, of course. What? Yes. So instead of showing you the deck, which there's a gazillion walkthroughs at this point, I wanted to show you Nancy's necklace. So we have labradorite skull, we've got chevron amethyst and lapis lazuli and all kinds of, and then there's a unakite. So she just had her sleep under the moon, not last night, but the night before. So that is Nancy's amazing necklace, specifically to help her tap into crown, third eye chakra. But I threw in the unakite to also bring in heart and root chakra energy, just to keep her grounded, because you don't want to just activate the upper chakras without keeping the lower ones grounded. So since coming to you, the taxes are the same as the deck or even more. Oh wow, Selkie, that's crazy. Oh, Jezebel. So, Jezebel, I would be happy to trade for another necklace. Of course, now I can say my necklaces are worth a bone stone and earth flesh tarot, which I find amazing, absolutely amazing. So, thank you, Nancy. That was just Let's see here. Since we were talking about this deck being such a great deck, I have about 20 minutes left, and I wanted to offer some readings, since that's kind of what my channel has been. And I was gonna do readings with Betsy this morning, but she had to. Oh, Chris. Hello, Chris. Welcome. Okay. Can I just say I love these matte purple edges eggplant. It's just gorgeous. Oh, sure, Gerald. What exactly is the question, though? Gerald wants me to do a reading about his live. Do you want me to just do a general reading about the live, or? Yes, it is my answering your questions. Okay. Let's do a quick 3 cards just to see how things go for you. Okay. Oh, Gerald. You are going to have an amazing live, it looks like. We have Ace of Swords, followed by the Ace of Cups, followed by the 6 of Cups. So your live is definitely going to be helping to spark new thoughts, new emotions, and it's going to create good, happy memories for everyone who's there. So I always look at the bottom of the deck, you know me, my shadow cards. And here we have the Page of Cups, which, oh, that's gorgeous, right? But if you notice, the page is looking at a mermaid off there in the ocean. So don't be scared of pursuing those mermaids. Let's see, and I saw, here we go. Jamie wants a general for the rest of the week. Okay. I know you're too busy, Neem, but you need to put the Tarotpedia together. Actually, we're all too busy, aren't we? Okay, let's see. Energy for Jamie for the rest of the week. Oh, I get it, Neem. Chris is the Tarotpedia. Okay, Jamie. First card I pulled was the 6 of Cups, followed by the 2 of Swords, followed by the Knight of Cups. So a lot of cups, a lot of emotions this week, right? Happy memories, having to make choices, but, you know, making choices from the heart, which is the only way to do it, right? The shadow card is the Tower. So the shadow you're working through is how quickly things change, right? But this is telling me that, like, your happy memories are pulling you one way and your heart is pulling you a different way. And now you're kind of trapped between the two, trapped between the memories and, you know you need to do to move forward to help ensure your emotional growth. And just, I mean, this, you need to get to the ocean again, it looks like, right? So oh, Chris. I didn't mean to. It just kind of came out. Oh my God, Chris. So Amy would like a reading about upcoming rendezvous with an old friend. Okay. Thank you, Jamie, for being a great moderator for me. Okay. Upcoming rendezvous with an old friend. Okay. Well, we have the Knight of Wands, which makes me think of you, jumping into things, right? And then we have the King of Swords, possibly the friend who's, a deep thinker. And finally, we get the Nine of Cups, happy, blissful, enjoying yourselves, right? So I'm seeing this rendezvous as being a great way of reconnecting. You're going to find more inspiration from the talk. They're going to have food for thought from the talk. And you guys are going to just enjoy your time together. And it looks like the shadow card, we get the Two of Pentacles. So I think part of it, the shadow part of it, is that you're still unsure about your footing going out to the world. I mean, I get it. We're all still kind of like, ooh, going outside and talking to others. Yikes. But we're going to get there. We will. And it looks like you guys are going to have a great rendezvous with that Nine of Cups. Let's see. Oh, bye, Gerald. So, Jezebel, reading my next 2 weeks of work. There's a poster for exhibit opening at the museum. And it came out of left field. Oh, geez. Is there a way for me to do this online? Yeah. I see a cat stalking me. Okay. So, Jezebel, we have the Six of Swords here. So, obviously, you're trying to move on to better things. Then we have the King of Wands. I don't see this being maybe your boss, the guy that's trying to create the inspiration. Here, let me hit you over the head with the wand. I'll go make something. And then finally, we have Strength. It's like you made it through, and now you can rest with your lion. Right? So it's definitely going to need some inner strength in order to get through. But this Six of Swords starting the reading makes me think that you will get through. It's not impossible. It's just going to take a little strength, and you're going to have to deal with this guy, right? The King of Wands. And interesting thing is the shadow card here is Judgment. So I don't know. I think you're also working through. I'm taking this literally. Like you're working through feeling judged, but for your work, which, I get it. But at the same time, I feel like getting through this is going to be like a rebirth for you. So it will take strength, but you'll get through. So, and that King of Wands just keeps coming back as someone you need to either work with or get inspiration from. Let's see, Kristen Louise is next. Kristen Louise. Hope that helped, Jezebel. Area of growth or an area of challenge this spring. Kristen Louise. Maybe an area of growth and an area of challenge this spring and summer. I'm going to do it a little different. Instead of just the regular 3, I'm going to do 2 on one side and 2 on the other. One side is growth and one side is challenge. Okay. So let's do growth first. And challenge. Oof. And then let me do that. Oh, okay. Okay, so on the growth side, we got 2 of wands and 5 of wands here. And so growth is going to be about your inspiration, right? Feeling that inspiration, but also feeling trapped by it. So the growth is going to be realizing that if you just keep pushing, you're never going to get out. You need to stop for a minute, take a step back and see what the problem is, right? And use that inspiration in order to get through the doorway. So that's the growth, right? The challenge, the Ace of Wands, right? So obviously creativity is a huge thing for you. Well, I mean, you're making a oracle deck, so that makes sense. So you get the Ace of Wands and the Page of Pentacles, right? And look, what is that Page of Pentacles doing? They got books, they got crystals, they're just learning all about what they need to learn about in order to use that inspiration. So that's the challenge, is using what you learn in order to drive your inspiration. So the other way around, right? And then, because I always look at the shadow card, we have the Hierophant. So stop thinking you don't have anything to teach others. There's a lot you know that you can teach others. We all have something that we can teach others, and everyone around us has something that can teach us. So this is just reminding you that you know more than you think you do, and your knowledge is worth sharing with others. Okay? So that's what I'm getting for this spring and summer. There's lots of creativity happening with the fire. You do have the grounding of the page here, but there's no emotions, there's not lots of thoughts. So it's more about that drive, that creativity, that inner fire that helps drive you. I hope that was helpful, Kristen Louise. Oh yeah, Jezebel. It is. I'll show you the box again. Oh, Jamie already answered, but I want to show you the box. So it's an independent indie deck. So and then next, oh, Neem. Oh God, it jumped. I hate when the chat jumps. I have to go back and find it again. There we go. I was about to click, and then it goes poop. Now. Okay. How can I navigate my way through this stressful situation at work without exploding at the rate of the most active volcano? Oh, Neem, I love you. There's a slight delay in the video on my phone, so I look down and I see myself going. little distracting, but I'm trying to keep up with the chat because. Okay. How can I navigate my way through a stressful situation with work? Well, first card I pulled here, the Magician, right? Use that manifestation power to create the situation you want, right? Use that manifestation to create the solutions to the issues, right? Don't feel like you have nothing to give. You're the magician. Come on now. And, Ace of Pentacles. So maybe it's time to start over again with the physical realm, right? Figuring out things and really just look at all that floof. Look at all that floof. So, with the Magician, I think you can create a new situation for yourself. And this is talking about starting over, which I don't think you really want to do. But at the same time, don't get stuck, right? Don't get stuck in your apathy. Don't get stuck and not realize that there's something else being offered to you. And the Shadow card, Eight of Wands. So look at that. It's that heart fire pushing out the wands, right? Constantly pushing it out. And it's happening so fast. Yeah. This being the Shadow card makes me think that things are happening a little too fast for you, right? And communication is flying. So, and here you are trying to keep that fire in. Don't keep it in. Just let it explode in a productive way, instead of a destructive way. So don't keep that fire in. Use the fire. Okay. I just realized I've been sipping tea this whole time and forgot. Oops. I love these little tea, I don't even know what to call them, but silicone and metal, and you have like a little holder for drips. And we'll have a little sip here. It's trying to get a little cold, but ooh, that's strong. This is a rose petal black tea. Okay. Neem's boss has been out and so many people are relying on her. We aren't equal positions and I'm carrying a heavy load. Yeah, I can see that. Tea infuser. Thank you, Stephanie. Yes. You are the magician. Don't think that you need to be something that you already are. Okay, I'm going to do one final reading for the group, unless anyone has something specific. Pacific, as my son always says. Anyone got anything Pacific? Is she sitting on the volcano? Asked Jackie. Possibly. I love you too, Jamie. Let's see. What Does the collective need to know for the coming week? Neem, you had to go and call it, didn't you? Interesting. Oh, interesting. So for the collective reading, we have the hanged one, which is very different here, right? They're not hanging from their ankle. It's almost like they're doing silks. They're just kind of hanging, just chilling. So unfortunately, all that hanging around is probably due to the fact that we're being indecisive about something. And we need to just make the choice. And even if that choice is not necessarily one that we want to take, right? But that, I love that Three of Swords with the swords in a galaxy. That's just crazy. But yeah, don't be hanging around so much and being indecisive that you accidentally cause this to happen because you aren't making decisions. The shadow card we have is the Hierophant. So know that the wisdom is in there, is in you. We can always learn more. That's what the Hierophant is about. I mean, you see the Hierophant telling you about stuff, but the thing you don't see often, which I do love about that mermaid deck, that you see the Hierophant there reading and writing down the histories and having a huge library. So use that knowledge that's there. We already have the knowledge in order to make this decision. We just feel hung up about it, right? But the longer we wait, the more likely this is going to be the outcome. So whatever that decision is that's weighing on you, make it. Just make it. Right? You know the right thing to do. So I love that, Jamie. So Jamie says we are going to have some fun in gaining a different view. It's true. So thank you everyone for being here and helping me celebrate my 1 year of TarotTube. Next week, I am going to have Madame Onsa, the creator of World Spirit Tarot, come and discuss this deck, which I just started playing with it. I thought the art was really dark at first, but the more I play with it, the more I realized it's not as dark as I thought it was. So I look forward to actually seeing this deck through Madame Onsa's eyes. So, and then the week after that, I don't have that deck here with me. I thought I had it right here. Oh yeah, here it is. And then in 2 weeks, I'm going to have Lisa St. Croix come and talk about her new borderless version of the Tarot de St. Croix. So I hope you can all join me the next couple of weeks. It's going to be amazing, and I look forward to it. And again, thank you guys for accepting me and welcoming me into this community. It's been amazing. It's like, I can't even express how much being here with you guys has changed my life. So thank you. And until next time, aloha and a hui hou.